spewing at Aoife like no one's business.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area's either turned, or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer,
I never thought Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me, the best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. It's short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You,
We can't afford to waste any...
right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
All right. Which one of you's first? Is that it? Apparently not. They're not getting past me. Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravost what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge. The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here. You've built a fine home for yourselves. And I can see why Blackthorn's so taken with it. Look after the old bastard for me, will you? I'll be off soon, but next time you're in Dalmekir, be sure to pay me a visit. Snotty'll let you in.
The Dominion's all but done for.
That's what I heard.
Then it's lucky we stayed
It's
here.
that shouting I heard from the barracks.
And you're just gonna fall into line?
What else can I do?
I don't trust this Duke. If we're not careful, he'll undo all the Dame's hard.
Oh, Clive. What am my wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable.
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soul, and unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty. Well, will you try?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will in the garrison?
Overseeing the troop.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
And you're just gonna fall into line?
What else can I do? Do you think he was the only one who survived?
One at a time now.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn...
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison will render your services, yet you needn't be. A pride of place, in fact. But no more. For it is they who shall see the...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent... Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbrec.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may...
The people will... If Sanbrec is to be rebuilt, she will require one whose authority... That is why this... So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfit... And yet there are those who persist in...
I suspect there...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, We have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the Empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
The Dominion's all but done for.
And it's lucky we...
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
All right there.
Just your opinion, I wondered what you thought.
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any... Now he's trying to drive us out completely. Threatening to take everything. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that check.
And to think I would be lying under a pile of rubble in Twinside.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get... You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell... If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to... We'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
What else can I do?
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke...
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they've volunteered, a few more... I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all... And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do...
It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the...
Well, what do you think? What do I think?
We already have a leader in the Dame.
One at a time now. Is enough?
You're the one who's talking to his eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for... What do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells... Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town or the Empire, but with... If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue skin...
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me. A whole day to dry some...
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
None
None worth mentioning.
Captain.
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clive, were you able to speak?
I was.
Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly... They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. And hopes to I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will, but I'm certain they're not finished with this. And when they do come back, we need to stand together. With you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced there's no point following orders if they go against everything you...
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our attention. Thank you, Philippe, for showing...
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the... I fear His Eminence has lofty...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then?
Despite my repeated advances, His Eminence has proven a difficult conquest. Fortunately, I am nothing if not persistent. But, be that as it may, I might yet need you to press the point.
Clive. I was just about... I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their... I'll keep providing them with whatever they need. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to... As of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's... And if you're wondering why you... Well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more... Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it. But I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely...
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for...
Gazal Greens?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're better that than something that'll wither away at first. And chocobos love them too, which is no small thing. When I say they ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right.
I'll take your word.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. I'll go up there and show...
I'm sure you will.
The Guardian saying we're supposed to...
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for...
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bond. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our...
The Horde is close. They're coming, Sir Wade. All of them.
Time it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest...
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do...
What if you could call on reinforcement?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer.
You're right, I will. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves upon engaging with the Akashic. Each detachment...
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among... With luck, that point will be the village square. And for you and I...
A sound plan. But one that'll require... I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please.
Ha! Then Sir Wade! Then you know we work together, each shielding for Rosaria. For Rosaria! We've no time to argue, my lord.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you what?
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Get him! Looks like that's the last.
Lord Rossfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resist. I could order a detachment.
No. Let them. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure. May the founder...
Torgal. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield.
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. We were able to I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks. I hesitate to say it, but...
I think it might.
We saved... Thank you, my friend.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together.
We never had nothing to call our own before, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. But there's no doubt in my mind that we're free men now. So we have to fight to protect what's ours. And we shall. This is our home. They'll have us to answer.
Come on, then.
This village isn't going to rebuild its...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can. After all, this is my home now, too. And I could hardly...
I think you'll find it's East Pudlians. But you should be proud, all this. I'll have to pull my weight, too. can't have the rest. Speaking of which, I ought to be...
Can we continue to count on your support?
Of course. And us Rosarians have got
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stable. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind. There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think back to the look in your... to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage.
So Wade, you have always been... I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosette...
Thank you. I know the rest of the world...
The hero? It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went...
I just did what I...
And it's only right. Take it, before I change...
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally... and a home to free bear...
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves. Thinking for... though I suppose the rest ain't much different. You know, bearers living free like that. Reminds me, loath as I am to recall that.
I take it you didn't always see eye to...
Well, if you really want to know, I started... in fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable, and before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about... told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were stuck right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it. And do you know what he did? And then I did the same. We made a pact that day.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became... He certainly didn't lack for...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish.
Suppose you're... And if we don't manage it, there's a good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting. It's almost enough to give you a
Just a...
Anyway, enough. Better get back to work. Let's see about the least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve as a hot meal. And you...
That sounds like a...